welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can follow along and hang out with us as we post on a regular basis everything that happens inside of our game and our living universe. If you're interested in joining us live, you can see us over at twitch.tv/ProDMJoey. And if you are interested in joining any of our games, we do have open slots available. You can also just join our Patreon and join our community. We have our own Discord server that is Patreon only, excluding a few select artists that we like to work with on a regular basis. So, yeah, without further ado. You all fight against this horrific monstrosity and killing it, unaware of the actual threat that was impending for you all as soon as you came down here to just clean up a little situation. Jergway, you are the only person here who speaks deep speech, so you're the only creature that understands what it said.
What the hell was that thing? Has anyone seen something like it before?
Spirit of death.
What?
A spirit of death.
Right.
Jergway, they are not spirits. They are people who have chosen a life of servitude towards a law or an higher being or deity. And they choose to zealotly pursue whatever they wish for them to pursue.
Okay. She'll just look at it.
Well, it seems, I mean, awfully conspicuous that it just happened to show up right now.
It was one of the things sent to stop us.
Right.
Is it still currently open, Jero, the portal?
Yeah, we gotta close that.
You see the magic circle is still emanating, however, it opens every 5 minutes or so.
You want to kill it for good, go through that portal and find it.
We don't got time for that. Let's try to close this portal so it stops sending things out here.
Yeah.
How do you propose we do that, Kuma?
I pull out my sword. Smash.
Does the portal look like it's made of meat?
No, but the circle is. Well, not meat, but stone.
I think Silren would probably see if this could be manipulated
How
using
so?
his staff, maybe.
So he's going to attempt to banish it with his staff?
But maybe. I don't know how well Silren knows his staff, so
He does not know it
do-
incredibly well.
nature or arcana, or I don't know.
Nature. For this, it would be nature.
Okay.
Perhaps you can just touch your staff against it and decide that it's not welcome or something.
Jerigway, you start reading through some of the arcane scriptures entraced around it, and this magic, the circle itself, looks barbaric by your understanding of true magic. However, there's intricate tracings around it of amplification that look a lot similar to developed magic like you are aware exists in this world. In addition to that, that ball is a summoning orb. When it is within a few hundred miles of a portal, it can actually open up a rift in a comparable location to a plane associated with this one, the Shade. Silren, the magic that is being summoned here is native magic, but the aspect of the portal itself is foreign. Theoretically, he could attempt.
Okie dokie.
I think if
So
that ball, the portal will go. The sigil stone. She's gonna point at it. I can grab it.
oh. Well, if it's emanating from that object, I could just get rid of it. Going to
How large does the stone look?
Yeah, how
Large.
big?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
It's like a boulder, a nice boulder.
oh, never mind. We're gonna have to blow it up, like a bag or something.
I can destroy it.
Yeah, let's just destroy it. I'll cast jump on whoever's.
But wait a little bit. What if this stone can be used for what we're trying to do? I mean, is it a power source?
I can tell you what it is if you give me a few minutes.
10
Well,
minutes.
remember, every few minutes another creature comes through.
Yeah, things are gonna pour out of it.
Well, 1 minute then.
All right,
Right.
got him in.
Alrighty. So,
How long has it been since the Death Knight walked out?
at this point, about 3 minutes, maybe 4.
Are we still slowed?
No. That effect ends after the 1 minute.
All right, then we'll just gank up on anything that comes through.
Okay. Let me roll to see what creatures come through as you do hit another rotation before his spell finishes.
Jericho,
roll.
did you add the 18 I gave you?
Wyatt at 18. So one of the guests comes through because the next one up was a guest. I'm not gonna bother to roll initiative with y'all. If there's 5 of you waiting for it, it's dead. Yeah, it's not enough of a threat to actually roll by itself. So literally the CR of the creature isn't even marked as a challenge when I put it into the calculator with your party. So
We'll just look at it and go, "Oh, hi, Gast." And
Real quick, Jero,
yeah.
so I don't have to go through all the rolls. Ouch is active for the next hour. It's just going to keep
It will.
perpetuating the shield until I hit 13 temporary hit points for everybody. So
Yeah. Okay, so you all have 13 temp HP. As you identify this, this is an attuning rock. It is meant to attune to portals from foreign locations and was constructed for the purpose of opening and amplifying portals that may be shut. It is not its own source of power. It pulls the power from the other plane of existence.
okay, I explain that to everybody.
Mhm.
And if the power's coming from the portal, then I probably want to try to shut that. I could give it a shot, or Soren, if you want to try your thing.
Yeah, maybe we can just shut off the runes that are keeping it open. That should be good, right? We can keep the stone then.
I can try and dispel it.
Okay. If you want to do that, Mary, go for it.
I'll cast a dispel at 5th level.
At 5th level?
Yep.
Okay.
We all know the staff is free, right?
No, he never told any of you guys that. But at 5th level, when you cast Dispel Magic, you watch as the runic markings entraced around it shatter, and the stone does not pulse currently.
How big is the stone? It's a boulder, right?
It's a large boulder,
I want to
Meaning-
push it.
more than 10 feet by 10 feet. You're not fitting in a bag of holding.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
All I'll push the boulder out of the way.
All right. It rolls.
You could probably destroy the boulder, can't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
show us how
let's
to
try.
properly destroy a boulder, Kuma.
All right. I'll destroy it because I have siege property.
Over the next minute, you just watch Kuma over and over until there's nothing but rubble on the ground.
I'm just.
Yep. It's gone. It's gone. You're done. If you were dealing with enemies, it might have been an issue. It's gone. And it is properly destroyed, and the magic circle and tracing around it is gone.
When we were flying down here as clouds, I know we kind of got distracted by the portal and the creatures, but did we see any ruins or like where the city may have once been, like a crater or anything?
Not quite yet, unfortunately.
We're, I think, still too far down south.
Well, it would take a much closer examination. By the way, this entire situation has run the course of over, I'd say, 20 minutes. So you have just over an hour of free clouding remaining.
Well, should we maybe just cloud up again and see if we can find anything that looks like it's interesting or
Try to find the city.
We may be.
Yeah.
What's left?
I mean, this broomstone had to be somewhere in the central part, don't you think?
Yeah, or that would be my guess, unless, you know, somebody has already found or taken most of it.
Yeah, well, let's hope not.
We may be being watched. Somebody made this specifically for us.
You mean the portal, the rock?
The portal, yes.
You mean, are you specifically for us? Why do you think that?
When I killed it, it said, in deep speech, you will fail your mission.
Okay, well, they would have had to erect the stone quite fast, then.
It didn't erect it. Somebody else must have, outside of, in this land.
Yeah, but we just decided today that we were going here.
That's why I'm confused on it.
Maybe it was talking about the broomstone in this area. Maybe it knows we're going after it.
Or somebody told somebody where we were going.
Could also be that someone set up the portal for some other purpose, and that thing just happened to go through it because we were near it.
Well, we should probably just be really careful.
Right.
And I don't think we have a lot of time left.
Well, let's fly up and have a look around then.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you fart cloud up. Jerigway is staying here to investigate the location a bit more. And everyone else, you can cover a lot more ground if you split up. That is your call.
Dorison's gonna stay with Jericho, make sure nothing gets the drop on her.
Okay.
I want to search around the areas of cloud.
Well,
Okay.
Mary is a typical final girl, so we could split up, but no, I'm just gonna stay with the group. Then
Well, I mean, there's going to be two different groups. Kuma is investigating. 2 people are staying here.
well, what are you looking for, Kuma?
Just any other ruins that might be around here. See if it might have anything.
Well, I trust Silren with Kuma because they both have decent survival and perception.
Okay.
I'll go with Kuma then.
Alrighty, so the 3 of you go out. And Jimmy, what are you doing? Staying put? Heading out.
Staying put. Jericho is looking around. I'll try to assist, and yeah, that's sounds good.
Okay. Then the other group, I also need perception checks from all three of you.
27.
Oof.
Alrighty. We'll get to the three of you in a bit because you have a lot of space to scan out around. Jerigway. You look around the enchanted runic markings that were embedded into the ground around this location. Something that is admittedly frustrating that a lot of people end up doing is corrupting the landscape with their arcane magics, and they don't really understand that there are lingering consequences that can potentially be affected by it. The circle itself, because of your previous very high Arcana check and the fact that you have Jimmy helping you out, the beginnings of the circle is probably 5 months, 6 months old when it was being constructed originally. However, as they started forming it in order to set up an exact calculation of the location of a portal, very suddenly they seem to get a much sharper sense of the location within 3 months of its construction. And that sharper sense is on par with your understanding of magic where you come from. Whereas previously it was the barbaric magic that these individuals understand. And you also notice 2 signatures. The first signature is Val's Dawn. A lot of arcanists have a pride about them that ends up forcing them to put their signature into their archaic ruins, you know? Even if they're trying to get away with something sneaky, sometimes they very subtly hide it inside of them. And you do read the first individual who put it in there, Val's Dawn, is their name. Unfortunately, that name does not ring any specific bells to you. The second name, Yandi Krostov, you are very aware of. The headmaster of transmutation on the IBIS Leyline.
Ooh, that's not good. Okay.
Oh, wait. Transmutation? Conjuration. I apologize. He's the headmaster of Conjuration. Yandi Krostov.
We need to leave now. You're getting a lot more people than just blood hunters on you at this point. You have a Val's Dawn, who I can only assume did the primitive part of this spell. Do you guys know that name at all?
Mary and Jimmy. Mary's not here. Kuma's not here. Yeah, Jimmy.
Val's Dawn?
Val's Dawn.
I am not familiar with that name.
History check.
Okay.
You might be. Sounds a little familiar to you, but you can't put your finger on it.
Is sent a master in conjuration here from where I'm from to deal with this. So they are taking this incredibly seriously. I'm guessing that he was sent to this location regionally to protect what we're going for. That means that all over there's going to be people, no matter where we go. If you feel confident fighting a wizard of conjuration, then I will follow you all.
Dorzen, you're the only one with a fighting chance of this. Insight check.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm proficient in insight.
He's the only one who has a chance.
Yeah.
27. Jaragway, when you investigate, do you speak out loud? Like,
No.
at least like a mumble or anything? Just...
No, she's actually super quiet. That's like one of her traits, kind
Alright.
of. Curves.
Dorzen, the circle, the way it was constructed was far older than the last 6 hours. Which means they were aware of setting up protection that amount of time ago. You all just decided to come here 6 hours ago. This circle is way older than that.
Seems our friend Janice isn't exactly on our side anymore.
In game 6 months ago.
You guys were working out your remaining aspects of duty in Uthadern 6 months ago.
We didn't even know about the actual scrolls then.
It was pre-Craven. It was pre a
Why
lot
are
of
you
shit.
concerned with 6 months ago?
Yeah, wouldn't it be 3? Wouldn't it be 3
Didn't you
months?
say 6 months?
6 months was the
No,
very
he said
beginning.
6.
Yeah, but this could have been for anything at the
So,
very.
what Jaragway is aware of, Valsdon was working on this 6 months ago. He's the first signature. And then, suddenly, it became much more sophisticated 3 months ago. 3 months ago, you were just dealing with Craven. Or just finishing with Craven.
Yeah, we didn't even know about it then.
Son of a bitch. Jackie tried to warn us, and we couldn't tell us anything. Gotta love that foreshadowing there.
But anyways, up in the sky, you three birds. 27, 22, 17. Okay, I was wondering why Jimmy rolled. I was like, wait, no, Sylvan. Sylvan spots a couple of locations of loosened, constructed rock that he flies over, but it looks like the aftermath of different stones that would have fallen down into this location and scattered across the area. Kuma, sorry, not Kuma, Mary, you find way up further ahead and you fly at a diagonal as quickly as you can to see it. There is a massive landscape on top of one of these ledges that stretches on for probably 3.5 miles that look just like ruins. It is directly beside an incredibly tall ice tower that goes down into the canyon fully and then up right beside the ruins themselves. They look ancient. You see that there are wild packs of winter wolves, but nothing else really catches you as concerning. Kuma, however, with a 20... Wait, why do you have advantage, Kuma?
Robe of eyes.
That's right. 27. You all can thank Kuma. Uh-oh, people's positions changed in Doom. I'll fix it after I say what I'm about to say. Kuma, you see that same landscape, and You know that typically speaking, when something is crashing to the ground, as you are aware of many different birds and such as that. Zoom crashed. Okay, so that's all it was. They will descend, and their bits, depending on how far wide they would fall, would scatter first at the impact zone and then further and further out. So while she is looking for the landscape itself, you start looking on the outskirts. And you see a total of 3 incredibly large walls that have these soft spots where emblems could be put into them. 2 of them are missing. The third one looks partially destroyed. And the third one is far off to the north, miles and miles away. Oh, Jimmy crashed. Ignore the names. I'll just hide those names. So yeah. You think you found the location of the ruins of Draconia, and quite possibly the only remaining broodstone
That is partially destroyed.
within its limits that is partially destroyed.
Mary has the ability to read lips, and so does Silren. So I'll say,
I don't.
Mary can't.
"Oh, you can't read lips?"
No, you and Silren can. However, you all also only have about 20 minutes or so of flying left. You're going to have to start heading back towards your allies and walk the remainder.
Yeah, I'll do that and head back to them. So when I get back to them, I'll let them know.
So 20 minutes later, you have to solidify, and you're walking back. It's only going to take you about an hour to walk.
Yeah. Okay.
And we flew back first, so we didn't have to walk. Isn't that what we said?
Trying to measure distance. What's the distance between the two? Wrong button. Sorry. 50 miles. 1 hour to get close enough to the location. You're going to have to walk for a very short period of time, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But that would be the absolute worst.
Fast forwarding one night, we get back to them like, all right, so good news, bad news. Good news is I found the ruins. Bad news is, looks like there's only one broomstone left and it's partially destroyed.
Well,
There are signs that someone took 2 others. I don't know where those are at.
Do you know who Valdanis is?
Isn't
Mary,
Valdanis
go
the
ahead.
one that's after you, Mary?
what? No.
No. That's the other.
Mary.
Voldanis? What? Who's that?
Roll me a history check. Let's see if you
Oh shit.
Actually, Kuma has a chance as well. History.
I was gonna ask guidance, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you both have no fucking idea. Like, who? Like, it sounds kind of like a name that you probably heard in passing before, but you can't really place it.
Wait, Silren's here now. Can Silren roll?
Silren's here?
Yeah, he would have gotten back.
He's with Mary and Kuma.
He's not
Silren would not have
in
that
the chat.
opportunity.
Damn.
Well, who's that?
It's one of the 2 people that made the portal back there.
So it's got to be a wizard.
Yes.
Well, they're the wizards in the Lyceum. There's the ones in the Empire. There's... I think there was one in Uthern. Not many wizards in Vasselheim, so not going to be from there.
Well,
Wait, is it...
it doesn't. Let's worry about that some other time. I mean, we should go and get to this remaining runestone and see if we can. I mean, Jimmy, maybe you would be able to restore it. If it's partially destroyed, I mean, could be able to repair it, maybe.
Jimmy AFK'd. He disconnected. So, maybe. I can certainly try.
Well, I did spot some winter wolves and stuff over there. There was a big ice tower of some kind. But shouldn't be anything too much to worry about, I think.
Let's head over there then. We can try to get this partially broken one. Maybe we'll find evidence where the other two were taken.
Yeah.
So, are you all hoofing it? Or, oh shit, I have to look at Sylvan's sheet now. Yeah. Ah! Sylvan. I mean, I think Sylvan could fart cloud you guys again, but...
We should take a short rest for everyone to recover from the fight, though.
What's that spell called? Cloud Walk?
Wind walk.
Wind Walk. It's a 6th level spell. He could Wind Walk, but it would take up his 8th level spell slot.
Yeah, I say...
How far away is it, approximately?
Oh, it's a good distance.
Flying? 20, 30 minutes. Walking, scaling the side of the mountain, going through the difficult terrain of the tundra. 4, 5, 6 hours.
Because he does have animal shapes, and that could be more. I'm not sure how long it lasts, though.
That's a frick long.
What, shape change?
Animal shapes.
Animal shapes.
He's druid.
Oh, just being a druid. Yeah, I forgot about that. Him turning into a...
No, I'm talking about the spell animal shapes.
It is not prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, he has shape change. Does he have polymorph? Polymorph is 4th level, right?
Yeah.
He does have polymorph, so technically he could upcast polymorph on 2 people to carry 6 of you, and then shape change himself.
Yeah, that could work.
You guys want him to do that?
Yeah, let's do that after the short rest so everyone can recuperate a bit.
Alrighty. So I'm deducting a 5th level spell slot now so that he can upcast polymorph. Oh wait, polymorph isn't upcastable. So he can cast polymorph on one of you and wild shape himself. Can any of you help your damn selves?
I mean, Jimmy could probably ride on the back of someone.
Jimmy has his own fly spell thing.
But it doesn't last long.
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, multiple castings. No, it'd make it a lot easier. Jimmy counts as half a creature, obviously. The next lightest person in the party is... Kuma? Dorzen? Mary.
Probably Mary.
Yeah, Mary. So Mary and Jimmy can be carried by Sylvan. Dorzen and Kuma can be carried by...
One of us could be a bird.
Jerry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
So, Jerry, you're turning into a giant fucking eagle at the end of a short rest.
I can fly.
Perpetually?
Well, so I unlocked Aether when I turned 18, and that's another one of the formulas, and it gives me flying speed, so I could just fly by myself.
All right, cool. Dorzen, you're turning into the bird, and you're taking Kuma. There you go. And Sylvan will turn, and he'll take Mary and Jimmy. Wonderful. We figured it out. Yay!
We got there eventually, guys.
So, I gave him back his 5th level, and I'm taking a 4th level now. There we go. So, go ahead, short rest, roll some hit dice for any of y'all that want to do that. If you want to try to make one augment during this time, you could, but you need to have the gem ready, because it only takes an hour to make one of the basics. I'll take that as a no. Okay, then. So, hour is done. You caca up into the air and take off flying. You soar through the open skies in, admittedly, a much more favorable position over being a cloud. Clouds are weightless, and, that's kind of fun. However, feeling wind beneath feathers and feeling more focused on just singular tasks with a simple mind is a beautiful thing to experience, Dorzen. Something you don't ever get the pleasure of, except right now. And after soaring and flying for 40 minutes or so, you all land on the landscape, and unless you tell Silverin otherwise, he is going to maintain himself as a bird.
Bored.
Exactly.
I can still speak to him.
Yep. Mary, Kuma, and Jerry. The three of you are okay.
Hey. Alright, let's go find this stone.
It was over there.
Oh, right, yeah, good.
So, you all fly up to these very ancient ruins. You see large structures of homes, of patio, and of stone that is beautifully warped and worked very intricately and specifically all around you. The homes themselves have been completely ravaged through multiple times at this point. It's very easy for any of you with the heightened perceptions to tell this area has been looted through a lot. Off in the distance, you hear the slamming of a door that kind of moves in time with the wind, as if it is just dangling on a hinge, slamming back and forth. This high up, it is considerably colder, and I presume all of you have your furs to wear yet again.
Yeah.
That was a great purchase if y'all don't realize it. Like, you have saved yourselves a lot of cold damage and exhaustion points. But as you ascend over, you see this large monolith that is sideways inside of the ground, made out of that same warp stone, but it has markings of draconic, archaic runes all around it. Jirgwe, you're understanding that Draconic was the third language utilized to progress magic ever. One of the originals, but it was the third language. And of course does not correlate directly towards other people's comprehension of magic. So, do any of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
Oh, it's going to be fun. You have to translate for them. But you get over to this large monolith, and you see that it has an embedded emblem that has what appears to be these runic markings that stretch and course all the way through it. However, the markings themselves look cracked and destroyed. Not completely obliterated, but severely damaged. And the emblem is about 10 feet tall and 6 feet wide in an oval-like shape.
Right. What's it saying?
So, you start reading. It's a lot of gibberish, mostly. Like, this end goes to this end, first one in, last one out, made by, Costanova, shit like that. And then you start iterating the actual words to everybody else who understands Arcanum. If you are proficient in Arcana, roll Arcana.
Mystic Conflux gives me advantage on investigating magic objects. Does that count?
Do it! Go for it. It's not advantage, it's just Arcana.
Oh, sorry. First, same thing, no matter what.
4.
Jimmy would have it. As well.
I'm getting his sheet up now. Yeah. Actually, does Jimmy speak Draconic by any chance?
But don't we have like a potion of comprehend languages or something? Jimmy has those.
I have one left, and that's all that we have.
Well, probably be wise to use it on someone who knows what they're reading then.
18s are the highest we got. Yeah, it would be, if you wanted to, but that would be your last one.
And we might need it for something that's really obscure.
However, as he's translating, some of you are taking out notebooks and just writing it down and trying to figure out the archaic nature of what they were transcribing. The best you and Jimmy can ascertain, Mary.
Would Jimmy flash his genius on this?
Sure, if you ask him to. He's not here, so I can't make him
Yeah,
do anything.
he would flash
he
his
probably
genius.
would
Okay.
to get 33. And Dorzen, you could probably also cast some guidance, can't you?
Yeah, I'd do that beforehand.
Who were you guidancing? It literally makes no difference because he could have just
Jimmy.
flashed for that person.
Jimmy.
Cool. So D4. /R D4. So 24. Jimmy will tell you all that this magic is kind of almost contradicting itself, as it places an enchantment to produce a hovering effect propulsion that pushes in an area while filtering that propulsion into itself to produce more magic and create its own loop of magic. It's kind of an obscure idea and an obnoxious concept to actually set up, and the intricate markings across it mean that this magic would have been perpetual for centuries, if not a millennia. Well, possibly even longer than that, but it is severely damaged, but could potentially be fixed. It would take some time and a workshop.
So not 1 minute of mending?
No. It's still a magical object. You could physically help it, but you need to reapply the runic markings.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a giant whiteboard of a incredibly complex mathematical algorithm, and certain portions were just completely ripped out. You have to backwards track through it to figure out what it was.
Who wants to have part of Draconia as their base?
I mean, it could be Jimmy's Menagerie Co. swear shop.
Now, Mary,
How are
you
we
are
getting
fully
it there?
aware. Well, you're in Draconia, technically. The ruins.
Yeah.
Mary, you are fully aware that Draconia was, and this is not poorly worded, the most magically adept and proficient society in the modern world of Exandria. And that is even coming from the lips of the propaganda state. That they were the most.
Right. So, this is fairly complex then. If we're
How
going to...
how's the broomstone looking actually up close?
Mary was speaking. Continue, Mary.
I apologize.
If we're going to attempt to fix this thing, well, it's going. If it's going to take a lot of time, then either we have to do it here, or we have to bring it somewhere. And I'm not sure we can fit this thing in our bag of holding.
No.
Maybe if we manage to separate it into smaller pieces first, and that could potentially destroy it permanently, though. Any ideas, Jimmy? You don't have an object shrinker handy, do you?
Yes, enlarge reduce, but I don't think it works.
Let me look. This is the worst time to not have Jimmy. I don't fucking know. He changes the name of all of his spells. I can't translate it. I don't know. What did he call enlarge reduce? Conduct
Give me the
heat?
control. I know what he labeled that shit as.
I can't give you control over a sheet unless he tells me. Sorry.
Okay. It was like shrink ray or growth potion, I think.
Yeah, shrink ray. Hasn't he used that before?
Growth compound.
There we go.
Shrink formula.
No.
I was half right.
Yeah. Thank you. A creature or an object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller. So he can give you 1 minute of it being smaller.
How large is the stone?
Define small.
The pillar is huge. The emblem is large.
Well, if the way Jimmy's saying that it works that it's perpetual, I think their best bet would to fix it here and to get this section floating, and we just move it over to Baylin. What's better than something that doesn't stop?
Problem is, he needs supplies.
We got someone with tree shred.
He might not necessarily need supplies. He needs a workshop, a functioning facility to work on things like this, a controlled environment that is fully grounded with ample lighting that doesn't add in intrusions from things like daylight. Like, he needs a functioning workshop.
Right. Well, we do have several empty buildings nearby that could potentially be restored into some sort of workshop, maybe, or temporary.
Yeah, can I look around for a building that might have been a workshop nearby?
Sure. Roll me an investigation. $23. You kind of walk around for a couple of minutes and jump on Silren's back and up to look around the landscape and really take in the scenery. There are buildings that were originally well structured enough that you could imagine they would probably have had some type of workshops in them. And as you look further inwards, maybe 2, 3, 4 miles of this open landscape that this ruins are stretched across, there are larger structures like that. However, the closest one to you is about a mile away, and you understand Draconic, right?
Yep.
It is the Draconian Public Library, and is the only building that is 100% intact close by.
All right, I'll go back. Well, there is a library nearby about a mile away. The building's completely intact.
All right, I'm just going to put this out there. Silren, what's the biggest thing you can turn into?
He does that with his wings. Oh wait, Kuma can understand. T-Rex.
Yeah.
What about that giant ape thing?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's never seen a T-Rex. Giant ape.
Giant ape.
Ooh.
But it's weird that the library is intact, so there's got to be something magical still in it, right?
Right. Well, we could probably go there and, well, if it's maybe there's even a manual on how to repair a runestone.
Yeah.
In the public library.
I just said it was a library. I never said it was public.
Why would you put that part out?
Because it's Kuma, and he hates the cold.
Building warm.
Well, go go warm yourself up in the building then.
Well, no, because if it's magical, it's probably locked somehow, so we should all head that way.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Well, it takes a bit of preparation, but if we can maybe create a sort of building of sorts, a temporary shelter thing around this runestone, then we could just make the workshop close to it. That would probably make it easier, a lot easier.
Yeah, but first, what if the library has knowledge on more of the Brunestone, how it works?
Well, you take the books out of the library. That's what the library is for.
Again, what if it's locked?
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't just hold Fire Maw. He just holds Fire Maw.
Have you gone adventuring with me before, Kuma?
Not to a library, you don't go there.
I love the fact that your wrecking ball is saying, "What if there's a locked door?" Like,
to the rogue.
right?
What if it's a
A
magic
physicist
lock?
and a rocket scientist walk into a bar. They don't know how to drink.
How can we propel this glass from the counter up to my mouth?
I propose a rocket. I propose a trebuchet.
Huh.
Well,
I
if the
guess
door's locked, Kuma, you either break the door or you unlock the door.
Fine. Just saying, if it's stood up all this time, then there's got to be something magical that's probably keeping
I
other
didn't
people
know the
out.
cold also affected your brain.
It always
I
has.
thought you
know
were
that.
gonna say his balls. Like,
Well, I
It
know he
always
doesn't
has,
have
you know
any
that.
since he's a
Yeah,
lizard,
yeah.
so.
oh, you got a fork. Anyways,
You know the cold does affect my brain. But, so let's go see if we can get in.
all right. You and Silren fly over there. Mary, are you going to?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You get over to the door, and Kuma, as you get underneath the canopy and you look inside, there's blood trails from the outside heading in and from the inside heading out, and a few tracks that look like people were here a little more recently. Give me a survival check. Within 3 months or so. The blood looks fresher.
So,
Not
looks
anymore.
what looks fresh would be blood going in or out?
It's hard to discern. However, you get up to the front door, and in Draconic, it says, Draconian Public Library. Open hours, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Sunday, open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
I'll try to go in.
You touch the door.
You relay that information to us?
Yeah.
It's locked.
All right. Okay. Well,
door's
what time
locked.
is it? What time is it now, Silverin?
No later than 9 or 7 p.m. for this time zone.
Is it a Sunday?
It is not a Sunday.
Right. All right. I'm just going to pull out my thieves' tools and just try to open the door.
Go ahead and roll.
Don't.
Silverin takes 2 steps back.
Oh, you did actually mean thieves' tools. I thought you were like.
No.
Oh, okay.
My thieves' tool, blade.
A giant hammer.
Kuma's decent at this. Kuma, why don't you give me a dex save?
I got advantage on those.
25. You are successful, so half damage.
Reaction none.
That makes it even better when you said, "How do we get through the door?"
There's an explosion in front of you that pushes back all of the snow outwards, and you manage to hold up your shield and take the blunt of it into the shield itself before, then you see underneath the sign, new words appear. Guests of Draconia and Draconian officials only. Please ask for assistance.
Assistance.
Nothing happens.
Right, Mary.
What?
Can you get open?
Well, one moment. I pull out my the anti-magic collar.
Yeah.
And I does anyone have a 10-foot pole?
You have a Kuma.
Right. Hold this collar up against the door.
Right. Boop.
And while you hold it there, I'm gonna try and unlock the door with my thieves' tools.
Go for it. Kuma, you can only see with your eyes now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Yep.
27. Yeah, actually, the lock's kind of primitive. It's the magic on the door that keeps it safe, but since there's currently not any magical spells protecting it, unlock and open the door. Ta-da! Immediately as you open it up, you see these sconces that are already lit with a green flame light up even brighter, welcoming everybody inside. And immediately in front of you is a sign-in sheet desk with no receptionist. However, I think this is probably where we're going to be ending our session today, everybody. We did have a very long first half, and, well, Jimmy and shit. So, players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.